Welcome back for our final Academy game of the day, which pits CLG opposite Team Liquid Academy. It is a battle at the bottom once again from LCS to Academy, so let's see how it shakes out. As we begin looking at the starting lineup, selecting blue side, it is Counter Logic Gaming Academy. And they're all together once again, Jat. Finally.
They got everybody on stage.
Everybody's on stage. In the top lane, Deus. In the jungle for, I guess, mid laner Tuesday. Bot and support, Wind and Phil, and their coach, Exogen.
And on the red side against them is Team Liquid Academy. Jenkins is the top laner. Schernfire back in the jungle this week for the Academy team. Won his debut. You can see him standing up right now. Yasui in the mid lane. Tactical in bot with Cow. And also Yalt's their coach.
And it's the first week where, as we mentioned, both teams have their intended roster available. Schernfire is back on the Academy side for TLA, and Wind is finally back through his visa process, now on stage.
And I want to keep my eyes on Schernfire because he's a player who actually did have an opportunity to play some LCS, but it felt like he was put into less than ideal circumstances where it wasn't necessarily like he was trying out for the spot. Everyone knew he was just there until Broxa arrived. So I think at the start, he got a little bit of undue criticism. By the end, his teammates were actually letting him down in a lot of the games. So now, in a lower pressure environment in Academy, he can continue to develop his skills because it's not like this guy is new to competitive play.
No.
He's an amazing jungler in OS. So I want to see him get more acclimated to this environment in Academy and see him shine.
Yep, and on the other side, again, same story. Wind is back and playing. He was playing remotely for their first few games and then had to go back to Korea to finish getting his visa. Korean Challenger player now moving to the Pro League in North America for the first time ever.
BBQ Olivers, best of the best quality, not to be confused with barbecue Olivers. That's very clear distinction. Their BBQ sauce is not barbecue sauce.
No,
it's just
best of the best quality sauce.
Yes, it is their house sauce. Very clear if you ever go to Korea to try BBQ Olivers. It's a great fried chicken place. Anyway, I'm excited to see them all together again as well and see if they can help improve their record because like CLG LCS, CLG Academy has also been having a rough start.
Yep, but now that everyone is kind of back, this is maybe the point where your season turns around. I can only describe CLG in the LCS running into an extremely angry Team Liquid in their loss yesterday.
And I want to know if something's wrong with Schernfire's chair because why is he standing?
Maybe he'll just play stand.
Like, is he just, I know you sit a lot like during the game. Okay, he's sitting down now.
Maybe he has extremely specific positioning that he needs to
That's just like his warm-up.
It's like,
I'm going to make sure my hamstrings are stretched.
Doing chair setup. It's like a very specific angle his chair needs to be at.
He's back in.
He's back. He's sitting down. He's looking focused. I imagine we'll be moving towards Champ Select in just a moment. As we mentioned, these two teams at the bottom of the standings right now, but somebody got to win here. And that, again, could be the win that starts pushing you back up into the middle and top of the standings.
Yeah, it feels good to win. It's a very important part of progressing as a team. Like, sometimes I think people have the wrong perception of like how you improve. I think you are not going to improve if you just lose every game because maybe in some other fields that can apply because you're learning something after every loss, but so much of winning in League of Legends is like taking an advantage and extending upon that advantage. So if you just never get advantages, you're never learning how to win.
Yep.
So this is really a good opportunity for both of these teams to play each other on stage because then they can start getting reps at winning.
Yeah, and again, for like in many sports, but certainly in this one as well, lots of young players. It doesn't matter how good your process is, how good your practice goes. When you don't win, every player says the same thing. It feels awful. I hate it. I just want to win. So the mental aspect of it as well, critical for making sure teams can stay healthy and focused as they build momentum throughout a season. So this is actually a very pivotal game, despite what the standings say.
Yeah. Are you the type of player that is willing to quit on a loss, or do you keep growing in solo queue?
I am willing to do it, but I feel like I almost never do it. It's one of those things where like I tell myself, I'm like, it's fine, I can leave. Yeah. But I often do not do it.
There was a Reddit thread the other day where it said like Tyler One ends like 67% of his streams on a win or something, which like makes sense for him because the dude streams like every hour of every day, so he can literally just keep playing until he wins. I feel like that is a bad way to gain elo.
I agree. Yes.
I almost always end on a loss. Like, I think the best way to climb if you actually have the time, is to never end on a win. So actually only end on a loss. Because if you have a hot streak and everything's going well, you want to ride that as long as possible. And as soon as you have a loss, like that's when potential tilt could kick in. That's when you could start thinking, you know, like, oh, this play isn't going to work, or this game is over, and that's where you're going to start losing streaks. So I just prevent losing streaks from happening. If you lose 2 in a row, take a 20-minute break and don't end on a win. That's actually...
So when I was like, I think 2 seasons ago, when I was like really grinding solo Q1, trying to get gold again because it's been so long, I did hit it, and a lot of it was just like being very selective on when I played games and being very strict about like playing more games. I almost never played another one if I just didn't feel good. And that's true, I think, in a lot of situations where you're just grinding to climb a ladder. Yeah,
like playing a game after a day of casting LCS, I lose all of them. But playing it early in the morning, like after going to the gym, high win rate.
Yep, for sure.
And that's kind of related to these academy teams getting stage reps.
Yes.
Because there is a big difference between playing a bunch of academy games in the same place that you practice every day and repping that. There is a difference into waking up at a specific time to hit your 3 o'clock start time, into eating and caffeining at the right time so you're feeling right when you go into the game, because that'll end up having a big influence on how you play, and that takes practice to get better at like having your body and mind peak at the right time.
Yep, for sure. So we'll see what happens in the drafts. Soraka on and Yumi and Lucian all banned away. Actually, really like this. I like what this is doing to our game, because we've got a lot of good info today on 10-3. At least how in Academy the teams are maybe approaching things. We've seen a lot of successful Yumi. We've seen Ornn be quite good. We know Soraka is, can be a menace in the solo lanes. So now all of that is taken away, including Karthus as well, which is, I assume, something Churn had prepared.
Yeah, he's been playing it very well on stream and in solo queue as well. So it's like
the farming man.
It's a really good pick for him. He could still go Olaf, but Karthus is definitely a little bit more devastating if you know how to play him. Like, I know that Karthus would fit my style.
Yep.
But it is actually really hard to get your first clear down on Karthus. Like, it's this difficult PvE game to weave your autos and Qs and kite properly, because the difference between... we have a playtester here, Albert. It's like Riot 8x4 Defender or whatever. Yep. He is really good at Karthus jungle clears. But he took like a bunch of master players when there were some Karthus nerfs back in the day, and like, just do a clear. Do a full clear on Karthus. The difference between like Albert doing a full clear and ending at 60% health and another Masters tier player dying.
Wow.
Like, there is so much that you need to do like a good full clear jungle Karthus, which is I think why you don't see widespread adoption right away from that pick, and also why you're seeing it banned.
Yep. I also kind of curious to see how this first phase rolls out, because they target banned Deus' GP as the final ban for TL, which did give Rumble over. They've taken Aphelios and Jarvan on the other side, so very solid champs for both Tactical and Churnfire, who has played LCS games on this pick as well. And then Rek'Sai, the pick up there for Fragus into the J4, with one more pick now for CLG. And Galio is hanging out today.
And then Senna bot lane. It's going to be against Aphelios. Oh, no, Yumi's banned. Fine, it's safe. There we go.
We'll see.
Yes, probably. I mean, it could be Galio mid, but that's probably Galio's support.
That's my best guess, given what we've seen so far.
Huh. That's so early, though. It's like... Now, could this be Rumble top Galio mid, and they're planning on flexing it? It just seems so early for a blind.
I think if you drop like this, you must be willing to flex these champions.
I mean, the other team has Jarvan, so maybe they were just trying to deny Galio Jarvan. Or they're planning on Deus playing Camille. The Senna ban, actually.
I like that. They know.
I guess, I mean, this gives us more intel. That makes it seem like Galio Senna is also another one of those Senna lanes that people have been practicing.
Let's find out. Let's see what the bans on the CLG side are. But things are shaking out pretty interestingly here in the old champ select. There's Aatrox banned away from Jenkins, so top laner off the table. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, do you need to ban Camille here if you think that's something that they might play? Is there another obvious engager that combos with Galio that we're missing? Is it just the center Galio lane that teams have maybe been playing?
Well, they're
MF
just
also
banning
the-
out other good ADCs.
Yeah, Wynn's played some MF already in Academy.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like you can do the Varus for lane dominance, but then you're really vulnerable, or you can do Ezreal, which is just going to lose priority. So, good bans in that sense, trying to secure a good bottom lane.
It is a nice pinch. See what the final one is here for CLG. It is Set, who almost escaped the draft,
Yeah.
but is the 5th and final ban there for CLG. Can't let him out. Too powerful.
So, we'll see solo lanes here. Mord, probably top, but definitely mid a bull. I think Mord just following around the Rumble can be smart, depending on how flexible their last pick is. Right now, we're going to see if what COG's plan is. Was that actually just a third pick blue side blind Galio with Nautilus and Leona up? Because that just is weird.
Yeah.
That is just weird.
Is Galio driving so strong that they just decided they had to take it away? There is the Ezreal you predicted, but as you said, this feels like it sets up the 2v2 for Liquid so well.
Yeah, it does. And it lets Fire kind of run around a lot in the river.
I also like Mord against a lot of the healing that we've been seeing.
Yeah.
I think isolating the healer is nice. Obviously not relevant in this game because Soraka and Yumi were both banned. Last pick is Cassio, so that does confirm Galio as the support here for Phil.
And Rumble going top, unless it's a Rumble support. It's not, but it has happened in a few places.
Since that support in Academy as well, so there's definitely been some wild ones. Phil Team Liquid's final pick is here though. Zoe is open.
Yep.
Zoe is taken.
Yep, Zoe into Cassio, Rumble into Mord, most likely, unless this is the dark art of Cassio top, that would be exciting.
That would be.
Phase rush Cassio top into Mordekaiser would actually be pretty sweet.
That would be sweet.
Mord would never be able to get in range.
I kind of appreciate.
And you might be able to win Death Realm fights. I think they're going to
Oh, I
swap
think you
this,
can.
but
Cool.
that would be pretty clever.
You gotta have some fancy feet. If you get caught in by the hand, it's bad news. But if you can just keep Mord at Cassio length, you can just abuse Mordekaiser.
Okay.
And that is Cassio top for days.
Nice, nice. I'm glad every game, Pace Your Time, has given me like a cool thing in draft to look at. Like game 1, we had the Nocturne top in Aatrox. Game 2, we had just like the hilarious outscale and just tracking how well that would
But
go.
the Senegalio was still cool.
And the Senegalio was like, I love talking about that. I want to see more. It got banned out this game. Even though it lost, like clearly there's something there that these teams recognize as being powerful.
And now Deus, he's it's funny. It's like to see him like enter this league and like build experience here in NA because again he was also on that Korean Challenger team with Wind, the two players they brought over. But he like was on only when he's playing remote. And like he just
How he's
put it on all the
Cassio.
time. And then
Right.
he's like, okay, give me GP. It's like he was a former GP1 trick, self-admitted. So he's like, okay, give me the comfort. They banned that away. He's like, you know what? We could do one better. Cassio top.
Yeah. And he actually is Conqueror Cass, which it's the main keystone for Cass now with the changes to Conqueror in Season 10. I was thinking it was going to be Phase Rush because it makes him less gankable, but the Conqueror will make him more likely to win fights in the Death Realm.
Well, getting a quick tour of
Camera work.
Summoner's Rift. It is beautiful camera work.
Look at all the animals. These are so many Easter eggs.
So the duck is always there, right? I thought once upon a time getting the duck was RNG, but I
There-
think it's always there. But maybe there's a thing where the duck is there like a double duck? Is that RNG? Once upon a time.
Yeah. So there's something like I think over here on the actual map that is RNG. It's like the suicide frog. Like he just jumps off the map every once in a
Yeah.
while. Some weird stuff.
I have to go digging into the depths of
Yeah.
YouTube. Someone's made a video about all this
Someone
stuff.
knows all of this stuff, and it is not us.
It's sadly
so if
not.
there's anything shoutcasters love doing more than speculating on things they aren't sure of.
It's a time-honored skill.
Yeah.
As team's just going to fan out here at level 1. Ooh, Ignite for Tuesday. Love to see that. Also, Halo Blades here for the Rek'Sai on Fragger. Certainly something we've seen before. But very aggressive around the top side for CLG.
Yep, age-old debate of Halo Blades Rek'Sai versus Conqueror Rek'Sai. Halo Blade's better early, Conqueror better for like extended fights or like longer duels. But if you're just looking to assassinate someone, Halo Blade's often better.
I'm a big fan of Halo Blade's Echo, personally. Is it good? I don't know, but it's really fun.
Okay.
Because you just like, it's because
Yeah.
every Echo takes Face Rush because you want the speed. But if you slap them 3 times and get your passive
Or
proc.
like Electrocute or Dark Harvest. Like jungle
Yeah.
Echoes or Dark Harvest.
Oh, I was definitely mid-laning with
Yeah.
this Halo Blades Echo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sure.
it was fun. Again,
Sure.
I don't know if it's good. I enjoyed it. Tuesday farming away here with the Harpoon. See if Yasui can get a lead. Rumble's been kind of a pest in a lot of the mid-lane matchups.
Yeah, they got early prio though. With Ezreal, like Ezreal's level 1 is just really strong. But I feel like Aphelios Nautilus will likely have prio in this lane. This is the lethal tempo Ezreal we talked about though, so it's a little bit weird to watch if there's like a mid-game fight. Ezreal actually just standing and autoing, because you can do that now. Like it's much better than it used to be in the right situation.
Certainly something Ezreal's always wanted though, was the ability to have all the things that make him good.
Yeah.
You know, being a mobile carry that can poke from far away, but also needing to like do the heavy lifting of I am one of the primary damage sources on this team.
Okay, this is a little odd. I would expect Fragus to be here to cover, but he's not.
He isn't. This is level 4, but the slap's the beginning. Shun immediately flashes in.
Yeah, now he wants to follow Flash with EQ.
Ooh, nice flash.
Patience, man. Patience of Deus. I don't know why Shern went for the EQ so early. Like, just wait another second and maybe you're going to be able to wait out. Like, that's why Shern flashed early, is because he wanted the auto for the slow, so after the flash he could EQ.
Instead, just a trade, and Deus does get away, which seems like maybe he wasn't going to be able to earlier.
Is that lane frozen?
I don't know.
Yeah, that lane's frozen up top. So this is really bad for Deus, because he's not allowed to clear that wave, especially with where his Rek'Sai is, unless he takes a big ol' risk. So Shrinefire is going to stick around and probably try and get a return kill.
Yep. Big wave building in the bot lane here for TL. Obviously the opposite of the freeze you described, but looks like Wind and Phil is happy to poke away at the wave. And yeah, Jenkins is just... This is the stuff that top laners really hate.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The freeze is broken. I feel like Jenkins might have let it hit his turret. I have to go back and check. So, yeah, Deus is actually fine now.
Yeah.
You can just sit back and let it crash.
Maybe Shern's like, I'm not coming.
Yeah, Shern
Break it.
could have been. He's like, I gotta get back bot.
Yeah. He's back. Stopping, does have his red smite ready.
Oh, but now, as you can see, Deus can freeze on Jenkins.
Another instance where he feels the jungler should cover early flash.
Yeah.
Redemption down. Hello, Zoe. Gonna try and save the Mord. Fragus turns around, but they are still chasing. A few more. Busty is good, and that's first blood.
The dangerous dance of top laners, bouncing waves back and forth as junglers have their clear timings. Kind of unexpected from Jenkins, I feel like, to have Fragus there. The whole thing felt weird to me, but getting the Dark Seal into the Corrupting Potion, not a bad first recall for Deus, and now that he's gotten a kill, he should be rolling.
Yep. And Jenkins just can't push it fast enough in that flash.
Yeah, flash the wall. Like, get towards your turret. The river will not save you. So I think poor flash by Jenkins there. I think he could have avoided that first blood.
Speedy Cassio able to catch up, hitting that last Q. And Deus does get the early lead. Now up 8 CS currently. And I'm curious to discover, you know, can Cassio really just dominate this lane 1v1, especially with the lead, you'd have to think so.
Yeah.
But we'll find out, especially as they both pick up their ultis. It's Deus with his now. Jenkins still gonna have to wait.
Yeah, these Mord tops just winning every matchup. Something's got to put a stop to it.
It's also interesting to see Mord. I feel like it hasn't really been around in the LCS, but in Academy it's actually been popped up quite often.
And in LCK, he's pretty frequent.
Yeah, certainly in other leagues it is a bit more popular.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mord set matchups. We did see that in LCS. We saw Impact win the Mord set. against CLG. But yeah, I agree. It's a champ that I think I just expected to have higher priority. There's just so much you can do with him. He's super good weak side. He scales super well into the mid game. He forces QSS purchases on a lot of stuff. Once he's 6, it's really, really difficult to gank him. Like Fragus, I mean, because they have a Cassio top and a Warrior Halo Blades Rek'Sai, maybe either one of them could solo them. But there's been so many games where I feel like I can 1v1 him more and he ults me and just I get destroyed. Like he's just so powerful in the death row.
And we go to mid lane. Oh, and catch on the other side though. That's Cal roaming up to try and contribute to the play, but Phil able to kill him with the ignite. Good catch there by CLG.
Yeah, just had invade pressure into the jungle, and you could see he was, Nautilus was trying to cover mid, but just didn't have the whole team there, and now Sternfire's got to be real careful.
Yeah, can't really stick here. 2v3. Stern might just try and go steal his blue buff back. Tactical also up here as well.
Tuesday they should fight.
For a fight, equalizer down. See you later, Sternfire. Phil is burning down, and that is going to be a kill for Yasui, but not sure it's worth it. At least the trade there for Team Liquid.
Surprising 1-for-1, actually. They managed to get a lot of damage onto Phil. That just felt like one of those fights where there's like a level 6 Rek'Sai and a level 7 Rumble. You usually just want to back off, but Sternfire kind of stubbornly stood his ground. Let's watch again. Okay, Fragus wasn't 6 yet. And like it was just a 3v3 with the potential 4v3 if Ezreal comes in. But while engaging, Phil ends up just taking a bunch of damage from Sui.
Yeah, Yasui picked an ignite up off the ground, and
Yeah.
that was enough to kill the level 4 Galio. Maybe it would have been level 5, but still not all that tanky from the support role. CLG though still up 3-1 after some good timing on their part. Yeah, still not out of reach. Almost 2k up, but TL looking to continue to stay active here. Power's just like permanently left his lane. Gonna join Tactical now in the mid lane.
Yep. COG trying to prevent the 0-4 from this week between Academy and LCS. Be the shining light in week 4 for CLG. It's a good start. Like, Deus is top lane Cassio. I love that they're testing this in Academy. I'm always kind of back and forth on whether or not I want Academy teams to push the meta or not. We'll get back to that because there might be a Rift fight.
Incoming gank. Oh, goodness. Good ult there.
They're in the death realm.
They're in the death realm, yeah. So Deus winning the fight right now, but not going to win the 1v2. Great flash once again by Deus.
Woo!
And here's Tuesday. That could be the turnaround. Jukes the hook as well. Deus just dancing around Team Liquid Academy. And that will be the kill over. Well deserved there by Cassio.
A little bit of a weird Rumble ult from Tuesday. It was a you shall not pass Rumble ultimate rather than one where you're trying to do damage, so it did secure a kill. But that Cassio pick working out real well. Jenkins rushing MR doesn't have any Leandry's component, so he's going to be really late on his power spike. And actually just losing the 1v1 to the Cassio even within the death row.
Talked about Sport Rumble. Tuesday at 0-2. Making your dreams a reality, Jet.
And they got Rift. So I think they finished Rift and they made their way up here. So ult comes in. You see this a lot with Mord. You ult while your jungler's approaching. So even though you're not going to win the 1v1, your jungler will be there afterwards. But just patience out of Deus every time Sternfire ganks. Wait until he sees the flag, flash in a different direction. And then the rest of CLG was up because they were just hitting Rift Herald anyway and they already had a tempo advantage. So there you go.
And I forget if this change got made, but does Cassio no longer have a min-range requirement on her W?
Correct.
Ah, yeah. That makes Mord's life a lot harder.
You can like point blank it.
Yeah, he kind of made a little circle right in front of him.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser had nothing to do after ulting.
Yeah, it's pretty gross when Cassio gets going, especially with Conqueror. So Deus might just carry this game.
I feel like that's one of Mord's things, is like he's very good at splitting lane and playing weak side.
Yeah.
But I feel like when Mord isn't like at the point he needs to be at for where the game is, it's really tough to do anything. Because suddenly, if you don't have a plethora of good ult targets, you just ult someone and like you're buying time and you're going to die.
Yeah. So one thing I like about Mord, we might not get a chance to see it in this game, is like,
Oh my goodness.
you're right, where this stuff can happen to him and he gets real sad. But like he can still ult Rumble at the start of a fight, right? And be like, oh yeah, no equalizer for you. Or if there was a Leon in the game, be like, nope, no one game. And then he'll still like win a 1v1 with support, you know, almost no matter what happens. So you can find ways to be effective. It's just going to be way harder
kind of hoping for a Galio ult cancel. Oh, speaking of, into the death realm goes Phil.
See, there's the support. I think it's still bad, though. It might be deader.
Begins to get jumped on. He's dead.
Oh, boy. Yeah, as you see, Monday Night League coming up right after this. That graphic was just here. FlyQuest versus 100 Thieves. C9 versus EG after that.
See if Cloud9 can continue their undefeated reign.
Yeah, I said on an episode of my podcast JLXP this week that they had a 25% chance of ending the split undefeated.
Yep.
That's too high.
Yes.
I should not have said 25%.
But
I mean, it could happen. Once Fnatic went 18-0, it's possible.
it is possible.
TSM has gone 17-1. Immortals has gone 17-1. It's a fun conversation. I think I just got like too excited.
Yep, and then like from the lovely chat team did lots of math for you.
Yeah.
Great read, by the way. If you want to hop over on his Twitter
Yeah.
and check it out.
That'll be her. Yes, his name is Eike. E-I-K-E. He just.
Yes.
Did I mess that up?
I don't know. Now I'm getting confused because
Yeah.
the Immortals mid laner is also named.
I did respond.
I believe it is EIK.
Yeah, I did respond to him. So if you just go to my tweets and replies on my Twitter.
There you go. Chat's got a podcast. Go follow his Twitter. He's got an Instagram. Get in
Pastry
there.
Time has an Instagram
This is
as
true.
well as a Twitter as well.
There you go. You can follow
The
all
real
those things.
Pastry Time, right?
That is me. That is
Yeah.
yes.
Who is the Pastry Time? Just some random.
Yeah, I think it's like unsurprisingly, it's like some like bakery account.
Okay.
It's got like
That's-
breads and stuff.
You can't really blame them. It's not like they're squatting.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's relevant. It makes sense. All right, blue buff for Yasui. Also did see the dive there from onto Jenkins. As I said, despite death throw, not much he can do 1v3 with no completed item.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Deus. He's totally carrying. But
Yep.
back to undefeated Cloud9. It's like G2 lost theirs, Dig lost theirs today. It's even if you say like they win 80% of their games, that means the chance of them winning all of them is like super low. And 80% is almost an unrealistically high win rate with the way League of Legends works. So Cloud9 has been way above everyone else in level. Like in scrims, on stage, like everyone just keeps repeating it. You can watch them and they're so crisp and so clean. But at the same time, it does just take like, oh yeah, this draft didn't work out, or this pick surprised us, or this dive was bad. And the undefeated streak can end.
We certainly didn't think Dig were going to lose today in Academy.
Right?
And they did.
Pretty badly. Congrats to Golden Guardians Academy.
Absolutely. And I guess in that case, if 25% to go undefeated the whole split is very clearly too high. What are the chances of Cloud9 being undefeated after today?
Oh, against EG.
I guess I'm asking you what's the chance they beat EG?
87%.
That's quite high.
Yeah. I should just make an Excel doc and give like a game percentage for each one. Like if I was actually trying to map that what percentage was, I just do a win rate for each game and then like what's their chance of a undefeated season. I like doing this. I didn't do this last year because I was on game design, but before like LCS playoffs, I will basically build a playoff bracket and then I will ask you to say, what's the % chance that this team beats this team and this team beats this team? And then that'll generate title odds. So it's like, what ended up happening back then is like, this is when Clutch was in the playoffs. This was the 2018 spring split. Everyone like, they knew they were there and you kind of had to respect that they could win, but if everyone gave them like a 20% chance to win every matchup, it turns out their title odds are like astronomically low.
Yes.
Right? So that was a long tangent. Monday Night League coming up after this.
Still coming up after this game. Pretty sure we'll start at 5 p.m. And again, watching Cloud9 to see if they can stay undefeated at least for this week, though Rift Herald has begun for CLG. I don't know if you feel like face-checking the Casio Rumble.
Definitely not.
Gonna guess no. So that should be Herald over to CLG.
They just have so much damage.
Yep. You know, double AP has been a thing in League for a long time.
Yeah. As long as they don't have like an Elise jungle, and there's not a great tank on the side of TL. If this game got super late and Schernfire was like a Cinder Hulk Jarvan with a stone plate, he's not. He's Warrior Jarvan going into Cleaver.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, so no one will be able to tank this damage from CLG because they have enough physical damage from the Ezreal Rex side that they can burst you if you do stack MR, but then they just have so much sustained physical damage that you're dead.
It is one of those funny things where like the only tank in the meta is so good that you have to respect what he can do. but the texture of games is so different when On isn't available, and because he's
Yeah.
kind of the only option for tanks,
Yeah.
this kind of comp becomes a lot more powerful.
Yeah, I think that the stone plate supports are some of the tankiest supports we've kind of like ever seen.
Yes.
So they're usually enough for teams to feel comfortable as being that the only tank in the composition. But yeah, I agree with you. And also, like, Cassio is exactly the type of tank shredder you would want. So if we were going back to last game where we had the Senna Galio bot lane and no tank shred throughout the comp, they did Rumble Aatrox. Like, if they somehow fit in Rumble Cassio, the problems of that team comp go away. Just turned out the Golden Guardians had the Cassio, and they were using it to shred Katie and Sejuani. But that's in the past.
It is. This time it's Zeus continuing to shred mostly objectives at this point. 5-1 up for CLG. They're up 4,000 gold, actually, as they claim their second Drake of the game. It is Ocean. Ooh, it is Ocean again. Again, considered by many to be one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful. Seems like a great time for your Ezreal. Great time for your Zoe.
It's so good for long-range poke champions because you kick on the healing when you like damage something. So, Ezreal is incredible with Ocean.
And CLG on track to grab it. But still plenty of League to be played until then. I'm curious to see what TL can do to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, well, they're trying to dive Rumble and hope that Mordekaiser doesn't die. We managed to avoid death, but
I feel like that was more CLG's choice to let him live and just take the free, like the obvious play.
yeah, the more time they spend diving, the higher chance that TL can get this turret. So they're just like, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, Tuesday has ult too, so if he wants to ult the wave, and the next one rolls around, he can. Doesn't need it for this one, and TL not sticking around too long. Got to hit the minions with the drill. Rumble with the self-silence, but TL already out of there.
Better to be unsafe than sorry in that case, where he saves his ultimate and now he has it for later.
Self-platitude of the day. And Yusui also, good farm. First item is there. Will be relevant in this game, so he can certainly turn things around for you in the mid-game, especially once you start playing around the objectives. It's just that CLG aren't really letting TL do anything other than farm under their towers.
Yeah. And trying to piece together how they win a fight. They gotta kill Cassio.
And that,
But Leandri's Rumble is also really strong. So it's gonna be a struggle.
I think Shern's going to have to find quite the angle on the old Cassio.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then not get miasma because that'll stop him
Yep.
from being able to.
and Cow has to get in range somehow. I mean, Yusui with a bubble potentially could be something if Cassio plays silly places around objectives.
Yeah.
But again, Wind is also like not an irrelevant threat. Tuesday, as you mentioned on the Rumble, also good. And Fragus is, I just kind of love this. Oh, never mind, he's in there. I was about to compliment the restraint in his exercise, but actually, this is still fine. Gonna get bubbled though. Maybe it's not fine anymore.
He might be dead.
He is dead indeed. It's shut down there for Yusui. And here's Shern. They're getting in there.
I did not go over that as a way TL could get back in the game. Just hope that Fragus blind ults a Zoe between two turrets.
With the thumbs up. I like the part where...
TL's been waiting for me.
Yeah, I like the part where Fragus is like threatening the dive, so they
Yeah.
have space to knock down the tower. I also, like you, did not expect the follow-up to be mash the ult button and get in there. So TL now with the space they did not expect to have. CLG gonna have to wait for their jungler to respawn, but he is back now as it's still somewhat early into the game. And the Drake is still a minute 45 away, so they didn't give that up either.
About 7 minutes off of Ocean Soul.
Minor
Probably what they're going for. I mean, they have so much damage between Cassio and Rumble that they're probably fine. But this is what TL's kind of hoping for. Just get some levels. Oh man, Nautilus is level 7. That's nuts. The supports are such low level this game.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen them everywhere but their lane.
Yeah.
Just, there's so much roaming.
21 minutes in.
That might be some sort of record.
Yeah, jeez. If he is involved in a fight where a soul laner dies, he's gonna get like a full level of pressure.
Stopwatch too, yeah. Well, Shern's actually almost gonna get killed 1v1. She's just going for it. Ooh! Around the output, we went and did get the kill. Jenkins does put him in the death realm, but not early enough. And now CLG leap onto Baron.
Here we go.
Fragus also, oh my goodness, unbelievably low. Tactical for the Infernum Moonlight Vigil's Redemption. Barely misses that kill. Or is that CLG's Redemption? Can't quite tell.
It looked like a Zoe redemption.
Yes, that was
There
my
are
assumption.
no redemption items.
Well,
Yeah.
I like the snipe attempt from
Did it.
Missouri. Didn't
All
happen.
right, well, the game's interesting now. Because Tuesday just, he might not have Rumble ult for Ocean Drake fight. And, all right, there's a Hurricane on the Aphelios as well. Ooh, if they can get this pick.
Good ult there. Fragus going to be forced
The ult didn't go
away.
off. The sound effects started playing, but if the cast time, if you lose vision as Nautilus before your R cast time completes, the ult actually doesn't go off, so it still has that cooldown.
All right, interesting. TL now. Feeling like pretty advantage around this Drake. Tuesday, though, does have his ulti back, so if he can make it here in time, which he's not going to, they could have maybe forced a fight. Instead, they'll plow through mid and decide that they'll take this trade here. One Drake for this tower. At this stage, feels pretty good for CLG. Do need to get it, though.
Yeah. TL's in it. They held off Soul Point. They do have to worry greatly about Cassio Baron, for sure, since that Ocean Drake lost the mid priority, which means CLG can get control of the river, but the fact that it's only 3K now gives them a little bit of hope. They need time for a tactical to get his Infinity Edge.
Team feeling tenable, but caught in the front side is Fragus once again. And that combo will not be survived. Phil charges in, but I think just to his doom, shown though, dead to win.
I mean, another 1-for-1. It looked like it was going to be way worse. But, geez, that was a play where, like, is Chio winning? Like, so much of that seemed like it was going well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the equalizer just totally turned it around.
So, not Fragus previously, it was Tuesday. Man, it did deceive me. So now the Baron is back on the table as far as threats go.
Cassio.
The Warrior Black Cleaver Rek'Sai is not particularly tanky, but the Baron is very fast.
They're out of wards. They can't check.
So they're just gonna go there, burn it down! Cassio Baron, good enough. CLG claim it, and TL like, oh goodness. Now what do we do? Oh, great bubble.
They didn't have time to reset after that mid-fight. That was actually a really good call by CLG to just go.
And TL do what they can, which is counter push mid and try and get an objective trade, but as we've said, even if it's a trade, not all trades are created equal. And this Baron will have lasting effects for the next 3 minutes.
Yep. Watching the fight one more time. So Tuesday's just trying to push out mid. He doesn't expect this type of progression, gets CC change, but does get his equalizer down. And then the Galio CC comes through, but they can trade the kill back on a Schernfire. And that's the window that they took Baron with.
So, good call by CLG. I'll get this mid out of turret very easily with the Baron up minions. No need to even really hit it. And again, the two kind of big AP threats are here. They are still deathless in this game. The tower does fall. Tuesday, ulti back and ready once more. It's going to be tough for TL to clear these minions. And obviously, team fighting is kind of off the table in a straight up 5v5.
Yeah.
Poking though.
Poke and picks. That's what they're going for.
Same, says Wind. Just throws the ulti in to get a bit of vision and try and pokes him down. Schernfire is getting clobbered by Ezreal.
Speaking of poke.
Good QSS by Wind.
Yeah.
Doesn't want
QSS down, but yeah. Definitely worth using it, otherwise the push is over.
Yep, bad time to go to sleep. And even if Jenkins could find that to throw onto Ezreal and get Wind down, doesn't even feel like Wind is the biggest threat. Certainly Deus is more threatening than him now, I think.
Yep.
Tuesday might still even be more threatening than the Ezreal at this current juncture.
Right.
So certainly enough threats for CLG to not feel deterred here. Good equalizer to zone them off the tower, and Phil's going to get pulled in, but CLG will claim yet another with the Baron buff.
All right, all others down. They extend their gold lead. Decent Baron power play they've just been able to pull off.
1,000 up to CLG. Lots of money to go and spend. Thousands of gold. Deus has already gone back, got a Banshee's Veil now. And we'll, again, play for the next Drake. It is not Soul Point, as you mentioned, as TL did manage to grab one, but CLG still want to take this, make sure they have the 3 and can just continue to threaten.
Yeah, if TL wins this, it's going to be one of those Aphelios games. Just an Aphelios hypercarry type thing. He scales so well with 3 and 4 items. That's where I notice actually most of his power come through is just like his potential once he has Hurricane IE. Still very immobile though, so it's like doesn't actually have great peel on his team. He doesn't have the Braum or the Tom Kench to keep him super safe. It's likely he just gets a Rumble ult clicked on him and then dies. But if he gets the right situation, there's always a chance he can carry.
Also quite a way away from the IE at this point. Does have
Yeah.
those 2 components, but he's only got 200 gold in the bank at the moment.
I mean, they probably have time to get there because they don't have to contest this next ocean. Also, not having to contest the next ocean and feeling compelled to contest the next ocean are different things.
Yes. I feel like the discipline play would be to just
They
give
should
it over.
Give it up. Yeah. I actually think they should be sending Jenkins top and just be giving this up, but they're going for something.
Schönfire didn't build Royal Black Cleaver to not fight Jat.
I mean, you're right.
So TL gonna shut
Got a
down.
stopwatch too.
I mean, Yusui's.
I mean, if they can get this much mid priority,
Yeah, that's true.
this is a great way. Like, they're not actually contesting the Drake. If they can get a okay, I did not expect them to get a mid tier 2 for the Ocean.
Gonna be close. They're not gonna get it though. Good ult there from Tuesday to prevent that from falling, and they will get the Ocean. TL falling back up towards the top half of the map now. And see that control ward. EQ's on top of it.
Okay. That means they can catch you now.
Ooh, the double recall cancel.
And they're pushing.
Cal forced to cancel
Oh,
as well. They're
TL's
gonna
got
fight. Goodness gracious, Tuesday not dead yet, but it's only a matter of time. See you later, Yasui.
It's still a recall game, potentially, because Cassio could push. No, they're not really synced up. Cassio could have kept pressuring mid. But Deus instead is just taking wolves.
He's gotta keep
Give me that farm.
4 stacks to the Dark Seal, almost level 16. And gonna move down to where there's more farm, which was not mid lane, despite the tower being an attractive option. It is the bottom wave here. So TL, interesting trade, almost get the mid tier 2, but they get a pick at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Keeping the gold respectable.
Yeah, it's okay. Yasui also has that close to one-shot potential. Rumble will have to be the target, though. I don't see him being able to get wind. Watch this one more time, though. Phil's like, I wonder where they are. Oh, hello. And then he bails on Tuesday, as to be expected.
Only the 1 kill given over, though. No Baron for the taking. So, again, as far as losses CLG could take, that is one of the more minor ones. We'll see. Yeah, it shakes out around the next objective. Baron not up for a little bit. Oh, 20 seconds, excuse me.
Infinity Edge.
Oh, it's up? All right.
Death Cap soon. Blade of
Cap.
the Rune King soon.
Death Cap not
And
this Baron fight.
Void soon. Void soon for Deus will be big.
Well, how far is he away? All right, they both don't have that much gold.
Yeah.
So AP on either side is going to have to wait if they want to contest for this Baron. As we've already seen demonstrated, CLG's Baron is blisteringly fast, despite not having much of a tank. Not needed, as they're trying to sneak in here.
Yeah, they can two-man this pretty quick.
Yeah, Speedtrain doesn't see them there. Good sneakiness there from CLG. Fracas again, he's racing against the clock for his health not to run out. Oh, goodness.
The wall.
Phil is going to be exploded. Pascal able to get that one. A good equalizer again for Tuesday, burning Cal low, but he's forced to flash over the wall.
And Baron? Yep,
There we
there
go.
it is. I was like, it's about this log for the Cassio to finish it.
Nice 2-man there from CLG. So Phil sacrificing himself and his summoners for the good of the cause. But TL will have some momentum here.
Yeah, they gotta try. They would like to try and make a play, but they have to be very careful not to overextend because one more death and it's like inhibitor down because of where Baron is, but still winnable.
Absolutely.
Even if it's a big lead for COG, one off of Ocean Soul, that'll probably do it if they can't get this Drake in 2 minutes.
Filippo racing for that next item completion on either side. For Yasui, I think it is the death cap. that
Got
he's
it.
Getting. Oh, did you get it? So now it's now finished. He'll have it for the Ocean Soul fight, and Deus also getting to that void. He can farm up enough in the next minute and a half.
Yeah, so big thing here to look at is flash down on Tuesday and then stopwatch up on Jarvan and a bunch of items for Aphelios. So if there is a way that TL win, it's killing Tuesday really quickly, and then hoping Tactical can carry from the outside, because that's the one flash time they have to work around. It's going to be tough.
Yep. Poke and picks, as you mentioned, and still the Baron for CLG, so they can very easily just walk these waves mid, take control of the map, and set themselves up for the soul. There will be no vision that TL can have around this Drake pit. They have two blue trinkets, sorry, but Freeze is currently on cooldown. So they're going to have to walk in blind. Oh, up under hook now!
Lord's not
the target!
here.
Stasis does get activated. Here comes the Galio, though, to try and defend it off, but the taunt is good after he rushes in, but Cow does finally fall to Tuesday. Churnfire getting low, and will fall. The Tactical did at least get wind on the other side. Deathram also in the middle of the fight onto Fragus, I believe. That's Jenkins fighting the Rek'Sai. If he can try and trade for the jungler, it's not bad, but out of the Deathram they pop, and CLG will take yet another kill. Jenkins gonna get out of there. Not gonna burn down this time, but that's all the control CLG needed.
And now they have the jungler up for this Ocean Soul. Pacer time. Flash was down. Churnfire saw the play. Did not see his top laner, wasn't top lane. Jenkins needed to be there at the start of that fight, I think, for him to have a chance.
And it was not. As a result, the Drake will be killed on spawn for CLG, and that will
try.
be the soul over.
Oh,
Yasui has a smite!
Oh, he does!
He stole one! Oh, he got it!
Yasui has smite! No way Fragus considered that Zoe could burst it from 1500. Are you kidding me?
All right, the game's gonna continue. I mean, it was anyway, but now...
I mean, Ocean Soul would have, I think it would have been close to GG. But now it's definitely, now they're definitely still in it, because... Oh, man, the smite. What a hero play.
Spellbooks and Zoe, it's the thing I always check for when the jungler's dead.
So smart to pick it up from the previous fight.
All right.
Oh man,
Yasui's
that's a tilter for Fragus. That's
Absolutely.
that is so tilting.
All right, Yasui's keeping the team in the game, keeping the mental strong, and degrading the mental on the opposite side. CLG cranky after that situation, so have to be careful. Good equalizer, slowing down 3, but
they're tilted,
for
man.
a catch.
That was not a good equalizer. That was frustration press right there.
Just hoping somebody dies.
Yeah. Oh man. Tactical can get up to Bloodthirster soon, which, if he has that, he can lifesteal through like a Rumble Alt poke. Oh boy.
Might be fighting for the soul here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Baron up in 2 minutes, or just about. They're pushing what he can. He's actually also close to the death cap. He's about 1,000 gold away. It does have to farm up a decent amount. And Yasui, 1,000 gold in the bank.
Yeah. The Zoe smite had to happen against COG.
Yeah.
Like it just, oh my goodness, it's so tragic.
But Shone dove in. He knew Yasui had his back.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, well, he had a chilling smite. Wait a minute. So that wasn't even from the fight. That was just a random minion spawn chilling smite. Otherwise, it would have been a challenge.
Yeah. So assuming that
was a minion drop.
Assuming that the color is correct on Spectator, which we are going to assume it is.
Yeah.
That is correct. That came out of a balloon.
Man, come on. Okay, this is fun.
It's the kind of thing where I understand why people strongly dislike Zoe.
Or
I'm not one of those people.
Or Lover, because that's variance, Pacer time.
Yeah.
That is a new experience that we just had, thanks to Zoe.
All right. Well, Baron is up. We're up to 55, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for another go at the Ocean Soul for CLG. But if nothing else, certainly how they feel has changed here as Wind is going to get out of Churnfire's engage, but Deus is going to be the target. Cassio is a great pick if they can get her. The Death Dome will hold her up long enough, and Deus is going to flash, but he will die.
Nice pick while CLG is like prepping a top wave, 35 minutes.
Oof! Yasui!
Winnable. This is definitely winnable.
Knifing the Ezreal's health almost all the way down. Baron is up
Yeah.
soon.
Deus is dead for another 20 seconds, and I think TL is just going to force it. This is one of those things where you're willing to just say, we're doing it, come fight us, it'll be a 50-50. This could also be the end of the game.
Do they find Fragus?
If Equalizer Galio just destroys them, they'd also just lose here. But this is what they're going for.
Yep. Oh, they've got the Caliber as well for tactical. Sorry, the Chakram for tactical.
Yeah, but he's not stacking chakrams because he's almost out of ammo there. Swap.
Decent equalizer to trying to keep them off. Turnfire's a little low. Jenkins is trying to kill the jungler. Ulti goes out, but that's going to be a kill. Now TL have eyes on the Baron with no smite contest. And you see we got another smite.
2 smites. Okay, that one dropped from Frag.
Yes.
That I'm sure of, and you can see the colors right. So, this more kills, more gold.
They'll reset instead, deciding that that's enough.
Yeah. Bloodthirster on Aphelios.
It's happening.
We're seeing the comeback. Monday Night Academy Showcase.
It was tough. We didn't know exactly what to expect from this game.
No?
But it's been quite the ride so far. This game is also getting long, so really draining to play this kind of game. Again, you mentioned CLG, like, that play has to tilt you.
Yes. I need to check Gathering Storms now that we're
All right.
Okay. Aphelios has Gathering Storms.
Oh, we got another pick. Yasui unstoppable. Well-deserved titles. Win. Also going to burn down the ultis, but it's not enough as the challenging smite from Shern picks up Win on the other side of the screen. That's also a kill for Jenkins as he takes down Phil, and Team Liquid may just end the game right here.
Yeah, Deus and Fragus are going to try and clear these minions, but they got a cannon.
Hooks the Banshees.
Yeah.
Good aim there from Cal.
It is tricky to push through a miasma because one more of those and the minions are dead. So, all right, I think they're going to go. 30 seconds on 2 carries.
They're going to try. Without
Yep.
Baron, can Team Liquid Academy win the game? The minion wave is dead. Thank you, Miasma.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen.
Oh, they ping the Ocean Soul.
Yeah, you got to go here first. You got to stop the Ocean Soul from going to CLG first before you go for Baron. That's a situation where TL actually could have just won the fight, done Ocean Soul, done Baron, and then win. But they thought they could win quick, and they underestimated the Cassio wave clear. Now they're going to take Ocean Soul, but there's a good chance they lose Baron.
But they've seen this TP, and TL are on this, have some on this side of the map.
Deus kills us so fast.
Yeah. They're going to now they know Yasui's seen them.
Go find a
Big
spike.
panel star, drowsy Cassio. And then the hook as well. Doesn't line it up though, Cow. I think he has to sacrifice himself. Jenkins in there. Ulti out from the Cassio. Cow is dead. Wing gonna get the kill. Tactical now kiting out of the way. Drowsy again onto Phil. Jenkins still fighting Deus. Can he kill the Cassio? He can. Jenkins on a rampage. Death Thrum coming up clutch. Here's Yasui again as Win finds a 600 gold shutdown.
Okay, so they stopped it, but 2 people died, and now Tactical is pushing mid with this 4-item Aphelios. Alizero, can they interrupt his recall?
Oh, Gun, I think he found the answer. Dunks him.
Tactical's just gonna win. It's over. Yasui's gonna stop the recalls. I think Aphelios just ends.
He's in there. Again, Win gonna go back. 1 tower left. Next is gonna be open soon.
Ezreal's close!
I think Yasui canceled it.
Ezreal's back.
No, he's back.
Okay.
Tuesday back as well. Moonlight Visual out.
Try and just kill them all.
He's got 4 items. He's very
And a
strong.
Bloodthirster.
On to Tuesday he goes, kiting back. My goodness, that damage. Tuesday with a shutdown of his own.
Oh, man. They're going for it. I can't fault them there. So close to being able to stop the recalls, but when you sell out like that, like those were suicide recall stops by Fire. So when it doesn't work like that, that's 3rd Baron of the game going to CLG.
Well, they kept the soul off the table. Shern did get that Ocean Drake before that madness erupted. But this is Baron to CLG. Still have to break one of these inhibitor towers. It is TL that will have the super minions helping them out in mid lane. And CLG's Nexus is open. There are no deep wards in the base.
No deep wards, no teleports.
Also no TP.
Yeah. Can Zoe still get TP this late in the game?
Cannot.
Okay, just at all.
Yes.
I thought it might have only been an early game player.
Cannot get it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jenkins you can see with the Abyssal Mask and the tankier Mordekaiser still powering up. That's why, like, he gets slammed, and even by the end of the game, he can still take down Cassio. Death Cap will be big for Deus. Hex Drinker's actually really big for Tactical, since he does enough damage already. Okay, 2 minutes and 30 seconds until this.
We're at it again!
7th Drake pastry.
The old 5 Oceans. Woo! I like a good 7 Drake game. I mean, the odds that TL will win this game by, if they can complete this comeback and take the win, will be pretty spectacular.
The odds are way better now than they were 20 minutes ago.
This is accurate.
Yeah, for sure. Even if the gold is still 4,000. they're strong. They powered up. Like Mord can win 1v1s. Aphelios is big. Yasui has been a superstar this game.
And you can see the teams know that like there's not much left in this game. Yasui just popped the blue elixir. Items are being completed whenever they can.
I mean, if either team wins a 5v5 team fight in the mid lane, it's over.
Yes.
Because the death timers are long enough and people are strong enough, they can just end it. The next, the person who gets Ocean Soul probably just wins straight up, unless they're immediately aced in the process of taking it, and the other team pushes. Like, especially with how much poke both these teams have. Ezreal on one side, Zoe on the other. So, yeah, they're basically just prepping for 42 minutes, and neither team wants to mess up before that, because we're in for a showdown in 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Tactical also just took the blue buff after pushing top lane, and he has no TP.
Okay.
So he's going to rejoin his team. It still has time before the Drake spawns, but trying to eke out every edge they can get. Tia will have mid-priority a minute out of the Drake.
Yasui has 2 ignites for this next fight, unless the fake ignite expires. That's pretty big.
Tia going to move in, clear what vision they can. Churnfire is just sweeping through this jungle. Control ward is there. Yasui will spot it. And Churn going to collapse these Rek'Sai tunnels as well. They're like blocking CLG out of this pit. 40 seconds till that Soul Drake spawns. And this time, it's the Soul Drake for both teams.
Yeah. Oh, man. Do you remember the last fight where Jenkins wasn't there?
I do.
And TL engaged? Does it feel like that might happen again?
Little bit. Jenkins is trying to create pressure. TL this time playing much more respectfully, but CLG are just going to run it down mid.
What's funny is, yeah, okay, it's maybe not that funny, because CLG has mid-prio, but they have an open nexus,
yes.
So they're not going to win this race. That's why they're all recalling. Ah!
Yasui cancelling recalls as well. Tactical's also roamed down here with Shern and Cal, so now maybe TL can cut some people off here. They're going Cal, missed the flash hook. There's going to slap him down. That looks to be a dead support despite the stone plate. Nothing he can do to live. Barely Wind able to get the last 2 shots, but the jungler has been found. Fragus looking to be exploded, but he's got ult. He pops at GA there as well. No, doesn't have it. I missaw it. Yasui now dominating as the fight in favor of TLA. It's just going. Deus still trying to fight him. Moonlight Vigil finds Tuesday. Wind low, not going to burn down. QSS is off the ignite, I believe.
Oh, such an interesting call here where they have an opportunity to 4v3 and try and win or secure.
Ooh,
it's a split call.
Jenkins.
It's a split call. Shern is taking the Drake while the rest of the team pushes.
They're going to get it. Ocean Soul going to be over. That means they don't have to stop this push here. 40 seconds till Tuesday is up. 20 on Fragus.
All right, now they're all going to be full health. Maybe that wasn't a split call because this is good for them. They just got to be patient.
So we're going to get mana back as well. Next is open. It's going to be a 3v3, 3v4 defense. They go in. Deus with a massive ult. They got Tactical. Jenkins down as well. That's the turnaround this time in favor of CLG.
Well, TL has the soul. So I actually think that makes them the favorites in this game. They have switched from underdogs to favorites after all this happened.
Still down in gold, by the way. Still haven't got a Baron, by the way.
Yeah.
But 2 inhibs, open Nexus.
Man, they are really scrambling right now. Like, even the start of that fight where Nautilus just saw the fight. And he's like, we can fight, we can fight. But his whole team was like 20 yards behind him. So he died instantly. But then Tactical was so well positioned on Aphelios that he could totally destroy the fight. The Ocean Soul is going to be massive though, if they can get to these next death times.
Oh, it's spooky. Yasui felt it as well. Flashes out of there. 10 seconds till Tactical and Jenkins are up. So CLG able to counter push mid lane and take an inhib.
So if Yasui and Churnfire interrupt recalls, Jenkins can TP into base and try and end the game. They've already tried one of those plays and it didn't work. So they're probably just going to go take Baron in 30 seconds. Okay.
CLG
but the option is there. CLG, you can't stay.
Oh, Shern. Yes, there's no way you think they're still here. Has to get out, gets taunted by the Galio. Equalizer's really nice to cut off the escape route, but Shern is going to die to Fragus. CLG, now they're the ones going to try and find this final fight. But Tactical's still in position. Yasui over the top, and Jenkins able to take down Fragus. They're just fighting for it. They're going in. Yasui tries to snap Win, but he can't find him. The angle not there over the wall, but the trade's still in favor of Team Liquid, and there's the TP.
There it is, but that's... He's going to go for it.
Counter TP by CLG. It's Deus roaming in. No, it's Wind. They take it
Doesn't
back.
kill it that fast because he doesn't have that much AP.
Wind in there. Arcane shifts forward. Onto Jenkins he goes. And Jenkins is forced out here. Now Tuesday can maybe be picked up. Deus did complete the recall as well. So they're going in for the Baron. I guess that's up now.
Yeah, I mean, they're still messing around with Rumble up top. It looks like Tuesday got away.
Snuck out somehow. Not much health left.
Okay, just take. I think they can just take the Baron. Surefire's not dead.
Oh! So we can't get TP. Look at that.
Yeah, he can get it because he picked up someone else's TP. I don't think he can get off minions.
Yes, that's
I
correct.
think that's the case.
All right, so it does get it. Also, I think you can't get it early game, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So he can't go back to lane, but can use it here to reset himself. Jenkins also escaped through the blast gun over the wall. So TLA, if they win this game, will have at least gotten Baron once.
Yep, that's the 4th Baron of the game.
4 Barons, 7 Drakes,
3 to
17
CLG.
towers.
Yeah, 3 to CLG, 1 to TL, 4 Drakes to TL, 1 Soul to TL, 3 to CLG.
You know, the 47.5-minute game we expected.
Yeah, 35 kills overall. 2.5 minutes away from that 50-minute Gathering Storm spike for Tactical.
Ooh.
It's actually, Gathering Storm gets pretty absurd around 50 and 60 minutes. Yeah, 530 AD with his Elixir of Wrath and his Gathering Storm on the Aphelios.
And despite all of the carnage that has happened throughout this game, Yasui is the only person without a death this game.
He's been really good.
He has played really well this game.
This has not been a supreme display of macro,
No.
but Yasui has been played really well.
He has, and I think that was not the case in the
Yeah.
early games this season. And Yasui was a player that I personally had my eye on from his performance last year. He was part of the Echo Fox Academy, and he was the single best player on that team by the end of it, playing Kaiser and just kind of desperately trying to carry games as hard as he could. And it's not been the same this split, but this game is, again, maybe the inflection point for him and the rest of TLA to kind of pick their season back up.
All right, so they still have Baron. They're going to try and get this 3rd hit because there's waves of supers from both sides. I wonder if Jenkins just ults someone and tries to soul him. He's got his Gnasher's Tooth now, so he's really good at dueling.
I want him to get close enough. Wait, can you hit the Nexus in the Death Realm?
You can't.
You can't?
You can't.
Oh, you can? Okay,
Yeah.
now I want to. That's the play I want to see.
Yeah.
He needs a Lich Bane and an Ash Steward, which I think you said he does already have.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. Just Zerg the Nexus, hold somebody, and start slapping at Jenkins.
Yeah. Alt Wind as the least CC, but as we saw, like, he actually doesn't kill it that fast, so he needs help.
He'll finish it off then.
Yeah, he could. If it's low enough, he can do it.
It's the front door.
Yeah.
You open up the door to that other dimension, hit down the Nexus. He actually is going to get the in here. Forces Wind's QSS as well, but did not ult him. So now Wind into the Death Realm he goes. Jenkins is going to force him out of there. Tactical took out Bragas as well. Cow is low, but CLG now have to defend the incoming TL. Hook again onto Phil. Deus trying to carry the fight once again. Shermfire diving in, but he can't get anything done. Shermfire into the GA, but Tactical now the one returning fire. Shown back alive with the GA. It's 4v3 for Team Liquid.
And the Ocean Drake should heal them up to full.
The Nexus is open. Yasui's still deathless. Found a flash on the floor. The carries just need to stay alive, but Deus, he can still force them away here. TL have to be kind of careful.
Yeah.
The minions are
Hit
finishing it off, and that's it! Nexus dead! Team Liquid Academy just pushed themselves onto the enemy Nexus, and just over 50 minutes, they'll claim victory over CLG Academy.
What a comeback for TL Academy. You gotta just stay in it and trust your Zoe can deny the Ocean Soul. That's just never give up hope.
Exactly the game plan I drew up.
Yeah, a lot of smiles walking away from this one with a victory. 50-minute Felios Gathering Storm power spike as well right before he hit the Nexus. One-shot it with his red gun. And, oh man, what a disappointing loss for CLG Academy.
Yeah.
Really liked the Cassio pick into Mordekaiser. Thought that was well executed. They did a lot of early stuff with Rumble, but then just let the game get away from them a little bit, right? Like the 3rd Drake of the game, giving that away because of bad recall timings. Then the stolen Drake, right? Just multiple different little things that blocked CLG from winning this one.
Yeah, it felt like Fragas kind of looked like he had control of the early game, you know, got some of those kills, was kind of controlling the early stages of the game and giving CLG some of their early game lead. And then we just saw that that ultimate mid lane onto the Zoe. He takes the death. Seems like he's doing the right thing by zoning them off, and then just kind of randomly dies. And from that point, it just felt like it only went downhill for Frackus, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. That game, Patriot Time, like I'm warmed up. I'm ready for Monday Night.
There you go.
Sure, but
Rip the DPM stats, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? Looking at the draft in this game, right? Like first pick Rumble, Aphelios denied. The Galio was a little bit weird, but it ended up like kind of working. Like Ezreal Galio seemed like a pretty serviceable lane. Star for me was the Cassio pick, and then who ended up would be like the MVP of the game was definitely Yasui's on Zoe, which is that last.
Nice to see him have a really good game for once. I don't know what else to say about the draft, to be
From the looks of it, if we have post-game breakdown, that means we have a graphic which shows damage, which I'd love to see.
I would love to see.
I might have just baited a bunch of people. Apologies to production.
No, it's
there it is. Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Okay, 40K from Aphelios. That's okay.
That's a lot.
42K from Ezreal. He always does a bunch of damage. It's the goal graph that really stands out.
Less than I thought from Cassio, to be honest. But I guess Deus just couldn't. There was like a mid-game lull in air quotes in like the 35, 40-minute mark. Where
he probably had like 10 or 20K or 10 or 15K by 20 minutes, and then Mord built an adaptive helm when they like stopped fighting.
Yeah.
That's kind of what his damage to Baron was probably higher than his damage to champions.
Phil also put in work there.
Yeah.
From the support position. I guess Galio does quite a bit more damage than Nautilus.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see, oh man.
50
Did TL end that game without a gold lead?
Eventually, yeah, they were down 600 gold by the end.
Ooh. Well, just one again. Deus certainly had some highlights this game.
This is the return gank. Bad flash by Jenkins, but this is what got Deus going early. It made it seem like it was going to be just a CLG win. Nice patience to just make sure they could give the kill to Cassio since they can snowball it. Carry on with this, right? Just more and more like this is where they're trying to say, okay, we're going to all allow the jungler to approach. But he just destroys him in the death realm.
And again, Fern.
Watch this flash as well.
Can't line it up. Really nice flash diagonally away. And here's Tuesday. We shall not go away. Deus says, thank you, I'll take more kills. And also the rest of CLG.
Yep. Highlight of the game, though. Well, this was the...
Yeah, this is Deus trying to keep the game alive for CLG. Great Cassio ult into the miasma. Forces TL away.
Yeah, they had the Dragon Soul at that point.
They did. They thought the game was over.
I feel like someone hopefully clipped that
oh, it's coming.
Ocean Seal,
It's
and they put it online. I'm going to go back and watch it later.
I want to see how he got the smite. That's all I'm watching for.
Yeah, so this is the fight that basically it felt like the game would be over afterwards, I believe. There were just so many fights. They're all like mixing into each other. But okay, so Zoe's still alive.
Has no summoners.
Yeah, no stolen summoners. Jenkins can't kill Frackus, so they're like, all right, we still got our jungler alive. Like, this will be fine. He flashed and lived, so he was able to base and then run up. Yeah, this is just the replay of what happened in the game. So they're just waiting.
Yep.
And then he's got the Chilling Spine now, so he must have grabbed without that last minion wave.
I didn't see the balloon, but yeah.
They technically saw him on a ward. And watch this. 1,700 to 0.
So much damage. I mean, I don't think he had death cap at that point, but like still Zoe does a lot of damage. And
that's unfair, man. Like Zoe's smite does more than your smite. Her spells do more than your spells. Sad.
It is sad.
Tilter.
It's certainly a tilt, as you see. MVP for that game, stealing that one away. Let's take one more look, though, at the Academy standings. Dignitas is still in first, but is undefeated no longer after being taken down by Golden Guardians today. Immortals Academy is trying to close the gap, though, between first and second as they sit there at 6 and 2. TSM Golden Guardians and Cloud9 Academy are all tied now for fourth place at 4 and 4. How funny with their win today, though. Team Liquid now tied for 7th, with CLG alone in 10th.
Such a tough game for CLG to lose, but progress, right? Deus playing on Cassiopeia, things to build towards for CLG.
Certainly bright spots there. Academy matches, though, return on Friday with Academy Rush, where FLICKR will face off against Golden Guardians, and then Immortals facing off against Dignitas and Cloud9 versus CLG to close out that Friday. Certainly the stakes of IMT Dig much more interesting. Now, Monday Night League, that was coming up after the break over on the LCS Twitch channel, followed by the Bud Light League Lounge. So do not miss that. Now, for myself, the casters, and the entire Academy crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the LCS channel for Monday Night League.